Hey everyone, I'm Jenny Hart with the Jenny Hart team at Keller Williams, here with my friend and colleague Kyle Snyder at First American Title. Kyle is our stats guy, and this morning we've been talking stats. You guys, the market is on fire. I have 10 closings in June. That's insane for being post-COVID lockdown.
10. Wow.
It's a busy month. I talked to Kyle a little bit about, is this pent up demand or is this just our normal market? And we discussed that our first quarter before we got locked down was one of the highest first quarters in 6 years?
It was the highest in the past 6 years and the third highest in the last 15. That's huge. That is a huge, and we're just picking up right where it left off, it looks like.
Yeah. Everyone's busy. People are buying, people are selling. People are being respectful of the COVID guidelines, which is great. I didn't know how much pushback I'd have with that, but people are willing to wear masks and gloves and wash their hands and leave extended family at home when they're looking at homes. So the people buying and selling are serious buyers and sellers.
The tire kickers are staying home and the extra people are staying home. And is it making you more efficient?
Absolutely.
With your clients?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have, first-time home buyers, mom and dad coming in saying that, well, when they bought, this is how it was. That's always a challenge because things are totally different now. And we don't have the teenage kids, throwing fits that they don't want to leave schools. And it's been a lot different. There's less
diapers to change.
Right.
Well, in anticipation of this meeting, I looked up a few current stats because the stats that I do, while they're good and they point to trends, anything that's 30 days old is old news because this is a rapidly changing now. It's a rapidly recovering market. And so we got to keep our eyes focused on not just today or not just the past, but today and the future. Because things are literally moving very fast. The rules you're under, they keep getting changed and lifted and which is nice. And
right.
So you can do more. And so last month, I looked at those stats and, I had predicted that we would be down about 50% overall in total sales, just because the way the contracts and the listings and all that stuff from the month before, and being down 37% was a welcome surprise.
Yeah.
But right now, Jenny, we are seeing tons of activity. Like you said, you got a bunch under contract, you got a bunch more in the pipeline. So far in June, which is only 17 days, we've had 47 closings. Last year in all of June, we had 117. So that's the first half of the month's closings. Most of the closings happening in the second half of the month. I got a feeling we're going to be darn close to last year's numbers.
I agree. My closings are all lined up on the 30th. I think I have 8 in one day. So yeah, that's absolutely
Hang
right.
on, baby. Well, some other encouraging pieces of data out of the 47 closings so far. Number one is the average price. It's right now it's at $499. I mean, it's going to move because you only got half the data in there. But if we stick close to $499, and this is single family in Longmont only, that'll be the third highest ever average price for any month ever, all time.
Yeah.
And our days on market has dropped from last year. There were 48 days on market for those 117 units. Right now we're at 43.
Yeah.
I mean,
so this indicates that we are still in a strong seller's market. Right now, you're able to sell for one of the highest prices you've ever been able to sell for in the shortest amount of time. And if you're a seller, you have leverage. If you need your full 90 days, 30 to close and another 60 lease back, most likely the buyers are going to give it to you because it's what sellers want goes right now.
Right, and the other piece of that puzzle to back up what you just said, our inventory is down 20%.
Right.
So there's less out there to be bought, and so are you seeing bidding wars?
Oh yeah, I've had multiple offers on all my listings. I listed one in Niwot. The seller, right when we were about to list, they had an investor come over. He offered $570. I said, no, let's get it listed, see what happens. It was definitely a fixer-upper, so it was kind of a shot in the dark. There was nothing like it ever in the neighborhood. This was the original home. We got multiple offers over 700. We closed for 726,000 cash in a week, and the buyer's agent waived every single date in the contract. There was no way for them to back out. So
$725,000 for a fixer-upper.
Yep. Yeah.
That's great.
One of my deals fell apart. We got it back under contract with multiple offers. Every listing I've had right now has had multiple offers. So, and I wasn't feeling that in the first quarter. It was taking a couple weeks for things to go under contract.
I remember some of our conversations. Yep.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? Like, did the buyers just fall off the face of the earth? What's happening? And now we're back to kind of how it felt last year. So that's the market I'm used to. That's the market I entered in. So I like that. But I do know we need some stabilization and normalizing.
Well, I think it's just going to keep being hot through the summer. And I'm not talking 95 degrees. I'm talking hot sales. There's every day I see 15 to 20 new listings coming on. They're getting scooped up. I named that flash inventory a few years back when they were on the market for just a couple of days with multiple listings. We're seeing a lot of that. I'm going to pull that out for next month's report and talk about those flash listings, because they have hardly any time to sit on the market and people to see them. They're gone immediately, and there's typically a price point that's better than others, or price points that are not so good. I start to see a little lag time in the luxury market. But on the other hand, the other day I saw a $1.8 million house go under contract in 5 hours.
Wow.
With a backup offer.
Yeah.
So even that has its, there's flash inventory. So.
Yeah, absolutely. If it's in a good condition, good location, and priced right, it's going.
So what are you doing to jumpstart your business? Not that you ever didn't jumpstart your business, but what do you got going on, that you're doing with or for, or keeping in touch with your clients?
Yeah, so I recently signed up for HomeBot. It's an automated home valuation tool, and I'm crazy impressed. It is so much more accurate than Zillow or any other home valuation tool I've seen. So right now, Kira and I are working on getting all of our past and current clients loaded into that database first. You get a monthly email. You're able to edit everything. So it's not just pulling public record. You're putting in your purchase price, your mortgage amount, any appraisal info that you have. And I did my own home and it was dead on. So I'm pretty impressed. I think people are really going to like that. It's not spammy. So you guys, if that's something you're interested in, if you want to watch what your home's value actually is, reach out to me and I'll get you signed up. It's your name, address, some basic info on your home, and it just comes to you once a month. So I think that's going to be a really good tool for a lot of people.
I'd love to see that, because as a former appraiser, I'm always dumbfounded by the use of Zillow, because it's so incredibly bad. It's awful. It's been the worst thing for real estate ever, because it's so wrong. So a tool that comes along that can help the homeowner, and that's the person that just wants a good idea, a reasonable idea. Zillow can't come anywhere near that, and it costs $500 or $600 for an appraisal these days. So that's not something everybody's just going to go do to value their home. So I'd love to see this.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll send you the link.
Maybe I'll sign up for it.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very valuable tool. And, right now I'm hearing a lot of people ask me, well, what about price per square foot? Because my house has this many square feet, it should be valued at this. And I don't know what other people do. I hate using price per square foot, because
not a fan.
It depends on the finishes. I mean, you could have one home that's totally updated and has, granite and nice hardwood floors and is modern, and the neighbor's house, the exact same house, smells like pee and has grandma's old fixtures. So
basement finishes fall into that. A ranch with an unfinished basement is going to be a higher price per square foot than a two-story. It's that's what you get in building costs. So you got a foundation, you get to put 2 stories on it. instead of one. So the price per square foot typically drops. But yeah, so it's not the best tool. I think it's a ballpark type of thing. Are we in the right ballpark? Whether you're buying or pricing a home. But other than that, it's not all it's supposed to be.
No.
Like Zillow.
Right. It's very much like Zillow. They haven't seen your house. They haven't smelled your house. They haven't walked through your house.
Mm-hmm.
And home buy, of course, it's the same thing. But this is much more reliable because they're taking into consideration appraisal information as well. And that's the most accurate you're going to find.
Well, good. Shoot me over a link to that, and let's get that out to your clients, and we'll take a look at it. If you want me to look at stuff from an appraiser standpoint afterwards, I'd love to just verify, see what I can see. It's not official, but it's worth a look.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kyle. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy your summers. Feels like things are getting slightly back to normal. So go outside, enjoy the heat. I know I don't like the heat, but I am enjoying it because I'm able to get outside and do things I haven't done for several months. So hope you guys all have a great summer. We'll see you next month for more stats. Take care.